It's time for the Northwoods Cooking Show. Starring Uncle Roy and Miss Callie, the troublemaking dog.
This is the gardens at the second home. And as you can tell on the porch here, we got these big iron containers. And I've got 6 of them. I've got 2 here on the left, and then 2 here at the main door. And then we have 2 more over here on the right. And today we're going to be taking and putting in our shade plants because this is completely covered underneath the porch. And so what we're going to be doing today is planting, and the girls are going to be coming out to help me. And in the front here, we're going to be doing combinations of coleus, impatiens on the front here, and then we have the coleus, and then we're going to be having these red begonias, and then we're going to be having a Lenten rose. Now the Lenten rose is a perennial, and it gets to have a pink maroon flower when it blooms. So when you do containers, you don't always have to do annuals. You can do perennials too, because what's going to take place here as the season progresses, when it comes to a close then, in the fall, when we get our frost, you can transplant the perennials out of the containers and put those into your garden or in your yard, wherever you need to. So you can have them come back again next year. As long as you have the plants for your zone, you're just fine planting perennials in containers. They'll thrive there just wonderfully. And you can always transplant them out of the container in the fall and put them in your yard then, and have something new in the spring again. So we'll get back to you and do our containers. Hello, and welcome to the Northwoods Cooking Show. I'm your host, Uncle Roy, and this is my guest host today, Mr. Chance. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, yeah. Miss Callie Alley's at home napping. Yeah, she ain't out here with us. And these are my friends. Say your names.
Roy, Quinn, Brian.
And these guys are going to help me plant in the containers today. Now this is under the porch, so this is going to be under a lot of shade. And a lot of people think, well, what can you grow in the shade? You know, you can't have any color. Yes, you can. And I'm here to show you. We're going to start off with, this is called a Lenten rose. Now this is a perennial I was talking about earlier. You don't have to take and always plant annuals. You can have perennials, because when this is done in the fall, when it freezes, we can take this out of the container and put this in the ground in the yard, and it'll grow back next year. Whereas the rest of these are annuals, and they'll die off from the frost. So this is going to have that pink maroon roses to it. So this is going to be really pretty in the shade. And what we're going to do first is just take your container, Bree, and go over by the container so we don't dump dirt all over. And just tap the bottom of it upside down, and it should slide right out. Just give it a good hard tap on the bottom. You want to hold, keep your hand under these, hang on to the trunk so you don't damage the plant. This one's in good. This one's growing. There we go. And as with all our plants, what you want to do is just dig a hole in the back here now, in the back center, as deep as the pot is. Now if we have extra dirt, you can just take that dirt and fill it back in your container, the small container. That says you dig out of the hole, just put it in the pot there. So we have an empty hole, all this extra dirt. And we'll just put this Lenten rose in that hole, but before you plant that down, you want it as deep as you can get it. And then break up the bottom of the roots like this. Bree, just take and break this apart a little bit like that. And it's okay if you hear some roots breaking, that's fine. Because what we want to do is break those roots up so that it can grow, expand like this, so the roots can grow out into the container. So we want that center back, and I'll come over and see how you guys are doing. You're doing fine. Yep. Let's break that apart. Ooh, that's why it was so tough in that container. It's really growing.
Why is there black cord in the back of you?
That's my microphone. My battery pack, and then the microphone comes up the front of my shirt, comes up inside my shirt. Yeah, they can hear you because I got the microphone on the camera too, so it picks up sound as we're talking. Yep. That's okay. Okay, now we got that one in the back. Now we're going to put in the coleus, which is the bronze ones. And we're going to put those on the sides of this and towards the front. So I got a lot of them, so we don't have to put all of them in. You can put one in there on the side. Let's try go with 2 on each side. No, just towards the back.
Okay.
And on the side of the row. Okay, you can put that one right in there. Press that down. And you can grab one of these here. These look good.
Stick?
No, we don't need that stick. Let's put one of these in, Rory.
What?
These are a little bit thicker.
Okay.
So take out 2 of those.
2?
Yeah, we'll put those over.
One of them.
And put that in the back.
Okay.
And then one more.
Okay. What?
Put that right in there. How you guys doing? So you got 2 on each side?
Yep.
So that leaves us plenty of room in the front. And we're going to put in, let's see now. This is going to take up a lot of room, so I want to get those begonias in. So you can grab the big colorful ones in the white pots. Yep. And I want to get those 2 in the front if you can get them in there.
So how do you take it out?
I'll show you. We're going to dig a hole here. Put this in.
Can I just shake it out?
Yeah, but you want to be careful now because these are real fragile. So you just kind of squeeze the side
Okay.
and turn it upside down. And hit the bottom a little bit. Okay, now let me see if I can get that out. There we go, slide it up.
Okay, can I put it in?
Yep, just hang on to it. Careful, it's real fragile.
Okay, can I take
The stick, the name tag, and then one on the next to the other side here. Okay, Roy, you can put that right in here. Turn it so the flower's facing front. Yeah, that's fine. Now these begonias and coleuses and impatiens are all shade-loving plants. And the begonias are going to have the nice red flowers to it. The Lenten rose in the back here is going to have a pink maroon flower. And the impatiens, however, are going to be red. And the coleus is going to add the bronze color to it just to give it some texture. The combination of everything is going to be really pretty. So these are going to be tall, gorgeous, with the filling in of the coleus and impatiens. And then our begonias are going to hang out over to the side here. And as they call it, you have a thriller, a filler, and a spiller. The thriller is something tall, a filler is something that we're going to fill in, and the spiller is something that's going to grow out and down. Yeah, that's my little microphone right there. You can talk right into it, look at the camera if you want.
Hey, what do I say?
Well, whatever you're saying. You want to look at the camera so people can see your face instead of looking at me. Okay, now we'll take some of the impatiens, the red ones. And these are going to get just as tall as the coleus. So we want to stick them back here where it's kind of empty. want to hang on to it tight though, because you don't want to break it. So you want to be careful.
Oh, I see the roots.
Yep. Now with the roots too, Bree, on these, just like the big one,
Okay, can I pick
you
up?
want to take and just break them up just a little bit. You don't want to destroy them, but just, just kind of part them up a little bit.
Okay.
And the reason why you want to break those roots up, like I said, so that it can grow out into the container and eat more food. Now before we planted these, I took this is the old dirt from last year, and I added some new container dirt to it. And the container dirt it's fresh and new and has a lot of vitamins and nutrients and food for your plants. You want to take and mix that in with the old dirt, or else get rid of the old completely and put all new dirt in. What I did is mixed a little bit of the new in with the old, because the plants from last year ate up all the food in the dirt. So whatever the plants ate and took out, you got to put back in. So we always got to add a little bit of fresh dirt to your old, and that gives it new food for your plants. No, you don't have to put all of these in, just enough until you get filled in. I've got 5 of them in the back here, I think. 4 of them. No, I got 4.
Like 4. Okay, how much you can put in?
So these are going to grow up and get really thick and full in here.
You guys can put in.
And that should do it. Let me see how you guys did over here.
Yeah, we have
Okay, these are good, but you want them on just a little bit deeper. And you don't have to worry about dirt falling down, because I'll take and clean that up and sweep it up.
It's a really mini microphone.
That's fine. You guys did a really good job. It just has to go back. That's why these begonias just a little bit deeper. And I'm just going to go around here. Let's see, we've got 1, 2. We can do, we got 2 over here. Yep.
Big space right here. There's another one.
I got that space over there too. If you, yeah, put a coleus in there, a bronze one. Because these are kind of hidden by the other ones. Dirt in there. Yep. Take some out of that pot and just out of that container that you saved, and just fill in that hole. Fill it in until we get up to the top there. And, oh, you guys did a really good job. Just want to take and just put these under just a little bit more, a little deeper.
Boy,
Yeah.
this is my second time being on it.
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys a tape when I get it all done too, so you can watch yourselves at home. Okay, that should do it. Then we'll just take and water this, and I've got the watering can, which is 2 gallons. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of the Miracle Grow, and that'll help feed everything, and our containers are done. You guys did a good job. Thank you much. Say hello to your friends and everybody, and say goodbye. these are the containers after we got them all filled. We have all 6 of them now, and I'll show you what these look like. They're so pretty. You can see the begonias in the front there, the bright red, and the red of the impatiens in the back, and the coleus are in the middle there too. And they give a nice coppery color to it. That's gonna be so pretty come the fall too, with the reds and the bronzes. And then we got the containers here by the doorway. And that's going to be the Lenten rose, the upper big leaves there, along with the begonias in the front and the coleus, and you can see the impatiens in the back. These are just taking shape now, and this has been a week. And this is the one that the kids did, and it looks so pretty. Now just give it some more time, and these are going to get nice and full when those coleuses thicken up, and when the Lenten rose starts to bloom. And then here we have the other 2 on the other side of the door. Really going to get pretty as soon as these take shape. Oh, those begonias are so red and so pretty. And this makes a lovely entryway to the door with these reds and bronzes. It's going to be so pretty. And that's our container gardening. Hope you enjoyed it. And these are impatiens and coleuses along the sidewalk here leading up to the doorway of the house. These are starting to grow and getting really pretty too. Now this is all shaded in area, and so on the side here I have lupins which are just starting to grow and take shape. And then I have the gay feather, which is also called a Leotris spicata, and these are the purple bottle brushes. These are real pretty. And down below I've got hostas along the edge of the border here, and those are just doing nice and beautiful. In that back corner hosta that faces the road, that's an Empress Wu, which is going to get to be just gigantic once it grows after a couple of years. And on the other side of the sidewalk, we have the same thing with the coleus and the impatiens. And we also have the Leotris spicata in the background there. And we also have more hostas. Now these 2 in the back here are called a Komodo dragon. And those get to be like 4 to 5 feet high too. So in a couple of years, these are going to be really huge. And it's going to be so pretty when they become that big. And the little seedlings in between there, I got more lupins, but the tiny ones are cleomes, which are the spider plants. And those give us nice showcase. I'll show you some that are already growing. This here is one that's already growing. This is a nice purple one. And I've got 3 more over here on the side. And these are real pretty. These are such showstoppers that when they start growing, they branch out and they get, it's about 3 to 4 feet tall. And they bring out a lot of color and lots of those purple spikes. They come in pink and the purple. So this is more, and they got coneflowers all along the side here too, when these start blooming. And in the far back there I got on the border, there's daylilies, and in between we have a hollyhocks. And those are going to be a cream and a beige. So those are going to be real pretty too. This is really taking shape. It's going to be lovely when all these perennials come back again next year. And this is the window box we did remember earlier in the season. And you can see how it's starting to grow out just gorgeously. We got the dark sweet potato vines in the middle and the lighter colors on the out. And then in the back there we have bronze, autumn colored coleuses, and the bronze and green grasses in the middle in the back, the fountain grass. This is going to be really pretty too. As it's growing now, it's gorgeous. And when it gets further on to the seasons, get much thicker and just lush, hanging down with those deep, rich colors. And we do have some hidden inside there. There's some Gerber daisies. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, how pretty. Hi, and welcome back to the Northwoods Cooking Show. I'm your host, Uncle Roy, and here's my lovely assistant, Miss Callie. Come here, Callie. Come here. Come here. Three. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Get in position. Over here. Yeah. Oh, vicious. Oh, she's delicious. These are slippery on the floor, that's why. Oh, that's the end of our treats. That's what we're going to be making today, is some Callie treats. They're called gourmet food processor biscuits. And these are very simple to make. Got the oven preheating at 400 degrees. And in our mixer, we're going to put in our dry ingredients. But first, in a coffee cup, we just want to take and mix up in here one egg and 1 tablespoon of water. And we just take and mix this up together, the water and the egg in the cup. So first of all, we need 1 cup of flour. And make sure you level this off so we don't get it extra dry. Otherwise you're going to end up with too hard of a biscuit. And that's true with any of your recipes. You want to level off your dry ingredients, because even an extra teaspoon or tablespoon of flour really affects your cookies, your cakes, everything. It dries them out, makes them harder. And then in this, hit the pizza. Then in this we need half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese plus 2 tablespoons. And this goes right into the same container. And then we need 1½ cloves of garlic, or about a teaspoon of your minced garlic. And then we need a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Now all of this gets blended together in the same bowl. And just until it's all nice and moist. Then we're going to take and add our egg and water mixture to this. Mix this up, and I'm going to change to my dough hook. Because now we're going to take and mix this up together, and we're going to knead it for about 4 to 5 minutes so we get a nice consistency here. And then we'll come back and roll them out. Alrighty, now that's all done. And we'll just take this dough, bring it together, and now we're going to take and roll this out into our biscuits. Now you can use any type of cookie cutter shape that you want to, it doesn't matter. I've done squirrels, my dog loved to chase squirrels, and you can do Halloween, I've done little bats, and you can do any type of critter you want to. Of Christmas, you can do any type of Christmas cookie cutter, doesn't matter. It depends on the size of the treat you have. Now I got little bone-shaped ones, and these are the smaller ones. Because remember, this is a treat, it's not a meal, so you don't want to give them a great big huge honk of a big cookie. So you want to give out, accordingly. And just lightly flour your countertop. And you can roll these out to about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thickness. You want them a little on the thicker side because it is a biscuit. You don't want them really thin like a cookie. And then just dip your cookie cutter in a little flour, and that helps to keep it from sticking. And then just punch out all over. This is a wonderful treat because dogs, for some reason, just love cheese. Callie's no exception. She loves cheese too. These are nice little treats. I know she'll eat these up in a hurry. So then I'll just take the spatula and then just take your treats. And we got a baking sheet here, your cookie sheet, lined with aluminum foil. And then just lay your treats, your biscuits right on there, side by side. And just leave about an inch or so, or about ½ inch to an inch space in between. They don't puff up that much, but they do a little. So they're not going to be, real puffy like a cookie. So you can get them closer together on your baking sheet and get more on there. And then any leftover dough here, we can just take and re-roll out and cut more cookies, more biscuits. And then that's when, if you want to change cookie cutters and get different shapes, whatever, for the holidays, etc., to make it more fun. And then we'll get ready to put these in the oven. And these are going to get baked at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. And then we turn them over, turn the baking sheet around, and bake them for another 10 minutes. And then we'll take them out and put them on our cooling rack to cool completely. And make sure you do that, because you don't want to burn the dog's mouth either. And then we'll be back with our gourmet food processor biscuits. Callie's biscuits turned out to be, aren't those nice and golden brown? Cheesy looking too. Let's take them for the real test though.